What is the 911 ST? To a lot of people that see this car on the road, they just look away thinking it's another standard 911. But this is a very special car. It's a mixture of a GT3 Touring and a GT3RS with some special heritage touches from Porsche exclusive manufacturer. Let me walk you around and show you what makes this car so special and the things that we've done to elevate it for this special customer. Starting with the front end, it doesn't look much different from a standard GT3 or GT3 Touring, but there's some subtle touches that give away that it's an ST. The first thing I'll point out is the heritage Porsche crest. This is the crest from the 60s, 70s, and 80s before it was updated. It has a special tone of color to it, and it's a little bit different from the crest that you'll see on a standard GT3. You'll also notice in the front, there's some special mesh grilling, which is standard on the ST, really specific. It's another heritage sort of package look for these cars. And then some things that you can never see in camera, the carbon hood from the GT3RS, the carbon fenders and shapes from the GT3RS. And it's even more subtle because these fins on the side are not the plastic that you see on a GT3RS, but they're painted. So they sort of hide away, especially on this black car. They also roll over into the doors. This special shape here with this fender carries over into the door, and the door is actually carbon fiber. So these elements is what makes the ST special, and the ST, which stands for Sport Touring, is a lightweight version of a very special touring car. And it harks back all the way to 1969 when they pulled some 911Ss from the factory to make into some endurance cars. And the internal name for those cars was the ST. There's only 1,963 of these made, which is the year the 911 was birthed in 1963. And you'll notice it's a wingless car. Now this is a GT car, but this is the GT3 Touring sort of aspect of the car. Another subtle touch which most people won't notice is this really tiny lip wing here. This wing rises at about 120 kilometers an hour and lowers around 105. It adds additional downforce, which is needed, but it also is very subtle at street speeds. Some of the other really special touches on the ST is the 60 years of 911 badge, which is a stock badge that we haven't added, and also the gold 911 ST badge and Porsche text, which is here in the back, which is specific for the ST. And you really didn't see gold badging until the Sport Classic came out, which is another special model based on the turbo from Porsche. Here in the back, there's a special diffuser, which is really similar to the GT3RS, but it's a tiny bit more subtle, which again adds that downforce to the back of the car and adds to the performance. So let me show you what makes it so special inside the car. So this particular car has the Heritage Pack, which is this special interior. It's a cognac and black interior with this special heritage cloth, which really pops on this, really has a nice contrast. This also has the carbon buckets, which all the Porsche GT cars are famous for. Super comfortable. This is a one-piece design. It only barely tilts and slides. It doesn't change. It's not an 18-way seat. It's made for lightness. It's a great seat, really makes the car. There's also a continuation of the heritage crests on the steering wheel here. Not to look past it, but all STs are manual transmission. And this is not a 7-speed manual that you've seen in earlier 992s. This is a special 6-speed transmission that was developed especially for this car. It has shorter throws, it has shorter gear ratios to make it a little bit better on the street. It also has a different design from the way it shifts, but the main thing you can tell when you get in this car and drive it and start it is it actually has a single mass flywheel, which is super noisy, but it has super quick shifts like a Carrera GT. RPMs fall very quickly, really takes some getting used to, but the overall feedback you get from the car and the analog nature that this has is unlike any OEM Porsche 911 I've ever driven, especially a new car like this, and it really is a special feel between all of the lightweight pieces of the car with the manual transmission. One of the features that's not in the US built cars is a really special carbon fiber roll bar that's made by Porsche, and it's an OEM part. All STs come with a rear seat delete and basically just have a sea of carpet in the back, and honestly looks like something's missing. So we're able to locate the CF roll bar from Europe along with the special carpet kit that it requires and some special mounting pieces that it also requires to be able to install it exactly how the OEM cages are installed at the factory. Another special touch that we've given to the carbon buckets is these special seat guards, which guard the entry into this bucket. It's a really deep bucket. The seat bolsters get pretty worn out from in and out, you know, constantly driving the car. So these are the exact OEM leather, and they match perfectly with the stitching and basically look like there's nothing there while you're protecting the stock seat. So these are really a must for any of the GT3 or ST owners, and we had to add them to the car. Let me jump out and show you a couple other special touches that we've added to this ST. So I'm sure you've noticed by now is that these have some pretty special wheels on the car that didn't come that way from Porsche. All the factory STs come with a special fully magnesium wheel, which is an open 5-spoke design, which looks pretty cool, but we wanted to step it up with this special set of HRE 520s. Now this is a special face design. It's a dark smoke color with the standard polished lip. This is kind of an older design, but we wanted to tie it into the trim that's on the side because again, this has some heritage throwback. So we went that way with the wheels, and they're very special because they actually incorporate the Porsche center lock in the middle. These HREs are wrapped with the special Michelin Cup 2 tire that come on all the STs from the factory. Let's now move to the back of the car and I'll show you something extra special. So a really special limited edition Porsche requires something that's also limited edition with the exhaust. And of course, this is the best of the best Akrapovic, and this is a special 50-piece only limited edition that was made for the GT3RS and the 911 ST. This has a particularly special tip design with inner titanium detailing, with a ceramic matrix composite outer shell on the tips, with a special individually numbered titanium 3D printed Akrapovic logo and center design, which just adds some extra touch to the rear end. You've actually seen this exhaust before, and we did it on a GT3RS. There's also something hidden, which you can't see, and that's a special ECU flash from the guys in South Florida at M Engineering, which adds about 30 horsepower in addition to what the Akrapovic has already added. So we're pushing a little bit over 50 horsepower on top of the standard just over 500 horsepower that this makes. With the analog feel, the limited edition nature, and kind of the chill out driving of this car, it makes it one of the best late model Porsches you can get. And my personal favorite touch with the car is that it's not a GT3RS. I've had my experiences with GT3RSs from my customers, and that car just screams attention. People follow you around, they follow you into gas stations, they want to take pictures of the car. This special ST with the engine of the GT3RS in a manual transmission with most of the carbon fiber parts that the GT3RS has slides under the radar. This passes, people don't know what it is. They tell me, that's a nice Porsche. The guys that really know, their jaws drop when they see this car, because the values of these, even though it's only a 340,000 MSRP from Porsche, these are pushing upwards of $900,000 now in the current market. And that says a lot, not only for the limited edition nature of the car, but also what it means. It's the most analog Porsche you can buy for just a little bit more than a standard GT3. You make the decision. Let us know what you guys think of the car. Let us know what you think about the mods, and we'll see you guys next time.